Vous voulez être roi? Vous devez me tuer. Hein? Qui peut être roi?
Mr. Elizondo, you state in your testimony that, quote, advanced technologies not by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe, end quote. If these technologies are not made by any government, who's making them? Private companies, or are you implying they are crafted by a non-human intelligence?
Well, ma'am, that's precisely why we're here. The problem is that, temporally speaking, over decades, not just the last 10 years, before, to put this in perspective, when
are these private companies you're implying, or is this non-human intelligence?
It may be both.
How would you characterize UAPs?
An enigma, sir, and a frustration. We're talking about technologies that can outperform anything we have in our inventory. And if this was an adversarial technology, this would be an intelligence failure eclipsing that of 9/11 by an order of magnitude.
The universe is so large. I mean, it's never ending. Literally, as a child growing up, we always taught that we were not the only beings existing, that there has to be something else out there in the world. The books that we read, they called them fairy tales, Jack and the Beanstalk, but yet the Bible talks about giants. The things that we were taught to be told were fairy tales. Literally, reptilians. It was a reptilian that got Adam and Eve to break God's rules. I mean, literally, the things that we were told were fairy tales. However, now, these people come out and say that there are more intelligent beings than mankind. Something that we already knew. But if you spoke about it, or if you said you believe in these things, you would deem someone with mental health issues or a conspiracy theorist. You would call everything underneath the sun except a child of God. But they could come out and tell you there's beings with more technology or more advanced technology than man could even fathom. Now, these very books that we were reading and these fairy tales that they say was a fairy tale, how fairy of a tale was they? Because it seemed like to me, who built the pyramids? Who Elijah left with in the spaceship? I mean, make these things make sense. Because it seemed like to me, shapeshifters and all these things that we starting to hear about that's coming up in discussion, reptilians, all these things, it seemed like there's some truth to these things below the ground. I mean, now they're saying that there's things in the water, things in the ocean. I mean, some people even saying that the Atlantis actually exists in modern day times. I mean, they put it in the movies, but we're looking at these things as if they're movies and fairy tales and non-fiction and science fiction and all these different things that they want to label it. But they're coming up with the concept and the ideas, and they're getting these things from where? From where? I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Salute.